There are missionaries who go out and they're very picky with food. My best recommendation, if you want to like enjoy the food culture of the mission, is try everything. If you're allergic, that's one thing, but if you're not, try it. You gotta try it at least once. If you don't like it after that, order something different. But foods that are pretty common: kimchi jjigae, which is kimchi soup; rice, which is like a egg omelet with rice inside of it and some ketchup over the top of it, and some sesame seeds if you're lucky. Donkasu, that's fried pork cutlet. It's more common in Japan, but there's a Korean version of it that's more cooked and is really good. Come cheese, pizza, donkasu. There's just so many different varieties of that. There's something called sundaeguk. I had a lot of companions who didn't like sundaeguk, but I did. It's a soup with intestine in it, filled with like some noodles, and it's just so good. I mean, you look at it the first time and you go, I'm not eating that. But then if you have the attitude like me, you're like, I'm gonna at least eat that once, and if I don't like it, I'll be able to avoid it next time. And I just liked it, and I was like, oh, this is great. One of my favorite dishes. A lot of people are not super happy with my choice of favorite dish, but I like boshintang, which is dog meat soup. Obviously, I have not had it outside of Korea, and the dogs are specifically bred for eating. So it's just like raising a chicken. You eat the chicken, and it's not a pet. Most comparably to really tender roast beef. So I had that a lot. And with every meal in Korea, you have what's called pansan, or side dishes. So you'd have your little dish of kimchi, mu, which is radish and vinegar, maybe onions or bean sprouts, or a few other different things. And that's all communal. So you have your chopsticks and you reach across the table, you get some of that. If you want water, you have a cup that's this big, and that's usually all the water you drink for the whole meal by the end of your mission, because you just developed that culture. But you just reach across the table in front of someone while they're eating, you give the stuff, and it's not considered rude. You don't tip. I don't know why we tip in America, but I had it told to me once by a Korean guy who's a little older than me. He said, if you tip, it's like saying, go get cooking lessons. And so if you don't tip and you just say it was so good, they want you to come back and eat more, or things like that. A very, very cool place to go is called a Gogi Buffet. And Gogi is meat, so it's an all-you-can-eat meat buffet. You have your table. There's like a pan about this big set into the table, and it heats up like in a skillet, and you cook samgyeopsal, origogi. Samgyeopsal is like really thick bacon, I guess pork belly. Origogi is duck. You have chicken. Other meats, lamb, and you would cook it right in front of you to however well done you want it. And then you always have scissors with meals too, so you'd pick them up and you cut it with scissors, and then you just take from there. You had your little bowl of rice, and you'd eat with rice, and you would have like lettuce, and you'd put your meat in it, some rice, a little bit of sauce, and you'd put it all like in the thing. You'd hold it and you put it all in your mouth in one bite, and you just kind of like chew it until it's gone. That's the food culture.